Hey guys, and welcome back. It is Thursday of week 26, man. And it's a proper half a year, dude. A proper half a year, and I thought to myself, what is the best half year celebration I can do? And I decided the best thing to do is to upgrade the channel, man. So we're gonna upgrade this channel right now. Upgrade successful. Yeah, guys. So, as you can tell, new surrounding, man. So, upgraded the channel, man. Half a year. Pretty damn happy about it. Pretty happy about what's going on with this new camera situation and the mic, right? So the mic sounds a little bit different than the other mic, man. A little bit more, picks up a little bit more of the bass.
Because you know,
man.
I'm all about that bass.
Too fucking bad. I'm not buying another mic. Anyway, guys, thanks again for joining me. It is Thursday, week 26, man. And some pretty cool things going on, dude. So let me just get this out of the way, right? As I said before, I'm traveling next week, the next couple weeks, right? But there has been a change. I will not be back the first week, right? So I'm staying all the way through for 2 weeks. And that means I'm not going to be able to have my scale and things like that with me. So that kind of sucks. I'll have to figure out how to get my weigh-in in on that week. But week 26 weigh-in is coming up. And so we'll be here for that. So it's not that big a deal, man. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this new freedom to kind of walk around. And I'm kind of half in the frame and kind of half out of the frame. Whatever, man. Just kind of doing my thing. I'm not really worried about that too much. But yeah, I'm kind of glad to have this little bit of mobility, a little bit of freedom. But what I will say is I've got some questions coming up that I'm going to go through here in just a second. But first, workouts, man. So a lot of people ask and have asked me in the past, what's up with the workouts? I don't seem to be losing weight or anything like that. I've said it before on the channel. I'll say it again, right? Working out, going to the gym, running on the treadmill, lifting weights, awesome. Awesome for your body, awesome for your health. Has almost nothing to do with losing weight. It is true that you will burn calories running on the treadmill, right? The number of calories you burn is overall insignificant unless you're running like marathons, right? Which most people don't do. Most people run mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, something like that. You're only going to burn maybe a few hundred calories. That's nothing, right? That's less than like a Snickers bar, right? Anyway, so it's not really for that, right? And yeah, it is also true that if you build muscle, that the latent muscle you build will help you, burn fat, more fat just standing around, right? Just laying around and things like that, because that overall more muscle mass needs more energy. It will burn more calories, which, if you have an excess of fat and you're still eating at a deficit, will lead to a slightly better weight loss percentage per week. It is not significant. Lifting weights, going to the gym, working out is awesome for your overall health, right? Cardiovascular, muscular, all of that, right? But it has almost nothing to do with losing weight. Diet is 99% of losing weight. I'll say is 99% of the mechanical function of losing weight. The other, and the mechanical portion of losing weight, the eating and all of that, the diet, is actually about 5%, in my estimation, of what it takes to lose weight. 95% of losing weight is mental. Where are you at mentally, right? Are you prepared for it? Can you make it through, right? That's 95% of the struggle. 95% of the struggle is with yourself. It's a mental long game, right? 5% is mechanical, what you eat, diet. Of that 5%, 1% of that 5% is like working out, going to the gym and doing those types of things, right, guys? So honestly, mental game has to be on point. Then your diet has to be on point. Everything else comes later, right? So if your major goal is to lose weight fast, diet, number one, mechanical, mentalism, right? Where you're at mentally. That is the majority of everything, right? So I get asked a lot of the times, how are you staying on the caloric restriction, right? I mean, you're used to eating so many calories, man. I mean, you know, when I was big, dude, it was not, I would eat 6,000 to 7,000 calories a day, right? When I was like getting bigger and getting bigger and getting bigger, all right? And what is it like to go from 6,000, 7,000 calories a day down to what I usually take in somewhere between 1,700, 1,800, sometimes 1,900 calories a day, right? And that's just for now, right? At some point, it's going to have to get even less than that. And it's tough. It's tough. It's not... There's no other way to put it. It's tough, right? A lot of people go, well, how do you make it past that first stage? How do you make it past the hunger stage? And I wish there was like a magical secret I could give you guys to say, hey, this is how I got past the hunger stage. All I did was this. And magically, I wasn't hungry anymore. And I was able to just coast past it. This is not true, man. The hunger stage sucks. The hunger stage is one of the toughest stages of this whole thing, which is pretty tough, right? And you have to be mentally strong to get past that stage. Now, there are a few tips and tricks I had. So one of the things is, obviously, when you're in the hunger stage, you need to eat for volume. Fuck taste. Fuck what you want. Volume, right? A lot of broccoli, a lot of vegetables, so for me, it was a lot of broccoli, a lot of green beans, but just a lot of vegetables, right? And one of the things you need to do is you need to teach yourself when you're actually hungry and when you're not hungry, right? When you just think you're hungry, right? So what I used to do is I used to sit here all day long, right? After I'd be making these videos and everything, I'd watch some TV, sitting there, my stomach would be like, hey, buddy, don't you think it's time to eat again? And I'd be like, yeah, you know, I am kind of hungry. And then I'd ask myself, all right, you fat bastard. You're hungry. Are you hungry enough to eat a bag of broccoli? And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, hell no, I don't want no damn bag of broccoli. I want a whole bag of potato chips, right? And that's not the right answer. You're not hungry. You're craving potato chips, right? That's what you want, but you're not hungry, right? And occasionally, when I really would be hungry, I would say, okay, you want that bag of broccoli? I'd be like, hell yes, I want that bag of broccoli. I'm fucking hungry. And I would go steam up a bag of broccoli. By the way, you can get those like steam in the bag broccolis for like 112 calories, man. I mean, you can eat like 4 or 5 of those bags during the day, and it's not going to do a lot to you, man. So, like I said, dude, you got to play mental games with yourself. You got to do those things, and then you have to stay mentally strong. Sometimes you just have to go look at it, and you have to go, you know what? I know I think I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. It's just me not used to eating this low a calorie intake. And eventually your body does adjust to it. But it does take, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks, man. That's something very common that I find. You've got to find your motivation. You've got to find your motivation, and you've got to be able to trick yourself into doing this kind of shit, man. So for me, the motivation is you guys. For me, the motivation is I need to make this video. I've made a promise that I will do it every time, right? That I will not skip these things, that I will not cheat. And if I do cheat, I have to come and report it, right? I've got all these rule sets up, and I've made the promise I will stick to them, right? And because I believe that a man is only as good as his word, it's like one of my core beliefs, man. That is very resonant with me, right? Like the fact that I made that promise to you guys means I will keep it, or I will die trying to keep it, right? So you've got to play those mental games, man. You've got to get yourself into a headspace where you are, where you have no choice, right? And for some people do crazy things, man. Some people go online. They have these things online. I haven't done it myself, but I have seen them, right? Where people will bet and they'll hedge money that they're going to lose weight, right? And this is one of the things that I like. So there's a lot of these places that do these structures, right? Or they'll say, join us to lose some weight, right? And what you do is you pledge money. You actually put money in an escrow, right? So you say, okay, I'm going to put $35 in this escrow, right? And if I lose 10 or 15 pounds, whatever it is, or a certain percentage of body fat by a certain date, right? then I can share. Not only do I get my $35 back, but I can share in the profit of the overall pool. So those that don't do it, they lose their money, right? So let's say that 50 people go in on this, right? And only 10 of those people actually get to the goal, right? Those 10 people, not only are they getting their $35 back, but they're splitting the other 40 people's $35 up among themselves, right? So you can actually make profit. You can turn it into a game, right? The other thing you can do is you could just put money online, right? Like if I don't lose this much weight by this time, then all the money you put in goes away, right? And you got to make that sum large enough that it hurts, that you want to do it, right? You can't just be like, I'm going to put $5 on it and say, if I don't lose like 50 pounds in the next year, I'm going to lose my $5. Like, who gives a shit about $5 when you're fat and you're going, ugh, yeah, some cheesy puffs would be fucking great. Like, the $5 goes out the fucking window, man. So it's got to be enough that you are, you have to do it, right? You have to stay on it. For me, I didn't need to do that. For me, the videos and the promise and everything was enough. The other thing that is awesome is get your mind off of things. So again, I go back to the videos on this, right? Like I have all these videos I do and it keeps my mind occupied. Even on the days I'm not making videos, I have to think about the next video. Again, it's about playing mind games with yourself, guys. So, these are the questions I get a lot. And I just wanted to take some time to answer them in a public forum like this and just get that out there. Anyway, guys, it is Thursday, right? It's coming towards the end of week 26. There will be a Saturday pre-psych breakdown for week 26, and I hope you guys will join me for that. But as always, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know what's going on with you guys, man. And let me know what you think about the new format. I love to hear from you guys. Anyway, until Saturday, right? Pre-psych breakdown. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.